mode.
Welcome to another Quoteworks 101, our regular series of short presentations giving you hints and tips for getting the most out of Quoteworks. And this morning, I'm going to cover six popular ways of creating and showing discounts on your sales quotations. Hello, my name is Tim Wilmot and my company Wizard Systems. We're a specialist CRM systems supplier who helps small and medium-sized organizations improve their sales productivity, marketing, and customer service through use of simple and affordable solutions like Quoteworks. So this presentation will be about 10 minutes or so in duration, just an overview of these main ways of showing discounts on your quotes. Not meant to be an in-depth discussion. We do provide, my company Wizard Systems, we do provide extensive help and training around the product in any kind of area you want to focus on. So please contact us for more information on any Quoteworks assistance. The audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question box on your meeting control panel, and I'll do my best to answer those at the end. Also at the end, I'll give you an update on our Goldmine product news as well for you. And this call is being recorded. After the presentation, you will receive an email from our system with a link to the recording, and we'll most likely pop it up on our YouTube channel as well. So let's get started. Just a brief mention about Wizard Systems. We're a long-standing supplier of the Quoteworks family, and we provide the complete service around Quoteworks. The actual software, upgrades, integrations, any kind of implementation help you need, training, which is primarily online right now, still until we can reopen our training center, and ongoing help desk technical support as well. We've got a permanently manned help desk support service ready to answer your questions. Okay, so let's get into Quoteworks then, and 6 key ways of showing your discounts on your quotes. So here is Quoteworks. I've added in a product already. I've kept it nice and simple, so a very simple price there. But keep an eye on primarily three columns in the quote. Obviously for Quoteworks, this is for your eyes only. What you display on your quote layout is determined by the layout of the quote. We cover that on many of our previous presentations and demos. So look at the unit cost. We've got the actual price we're going to be quoting, and then we've got the normal, in inverted commas, the normal list price. So option 1 for discounting a product, obviously treating the document item screen here like an Excel spreadsheet. We can just simply go into this cell here and overwrite the old price and type in a new price as we want to. Very straightforward. So that's a way of doing that, and obviously you can see there the overall totals there are adjusted automatically to reflect that lower sales price. Let me go back to the previous price. So the other way is by using the price modifier column. Now, by default, this is displayed on your document items tab, but very simply in there, you're going to be looking for anything that starts with the letter D. And your administrator or you can define any other common levels of discount. So if you commonly quote a 20% discount or a 30% discount, this could be a nice way of applying a discount across one or many of the items on your quote. So I could select 20% discount there, and straight away it's discounted there. It's gone down to £80. We just zap that and go back to 100 here. Okay, that's the price modifier. The third way is by adding a discount to that item on your quote. So this is where you can right click over the quote and select add discount here from that little local menu, and we can pop in the actual discount in there, maybe 25% this time. Click OK, and that will add it in as another line. A different way of showing the discount on that item. Or if you're creating a subtotal, if there's a group of items in your quote, then you can apply that in the same way. That whole group will be selected together, and there'll be a little line appended on the end showing a discount. Incidentally, you can click into where it says 25% discount. I can double click in there and I can apply some extra text if I want to explain that discount that will appear on the quotation for the customer. The other way of doing, let me just remove this here. The other way of doing something similar to that is manually adding on a line below that quote. So I have seen some users do this as well. So you can press your Control B Windows shortcut, or I can right click over that line and select Add Blank Line, and in here we can add in a negative amount to draw off some extra discount on the quote. So extra discount, some kind of narrative, and then in the unit price cell there, just put a minus figure, whatever it might be. So maybe I'm taking off 15, in this case, £15 off that quote, and things are adjusted automatically there. That's another way of doing it if you want a more of a manual approach. Option number 5 is adding a formula. Again, I can right click over that item and from my little pop-up menu here, select Add Formula. This is where I can now add in a discount. So I could say minus 20% of that particular price. And I can actually then select the item in the quote that I'm referring to. Now, my drop-down list there has only shown 1, but if there were 5 items already on the quote, I could manually select that item that I want to from that drop-down list. So a great way if you've got a number of items on the quote, you want to add in a formula line to the quote, on the quote, somewhere in the quote, that's referring to a particular product in the quote, or maybe that bundle of items. The last way, 6th way, common way of applying discounts, and this is not widely known, but you can actually click into that cell again, just highlight the existing figure there, 100, and just type in minus, a double minus, and then followed by an actual unit. So I could put in 20, that would take £20 off of that £100 unit price, or I could add in a discount, so maybe 14%. That will then apply that discount off of that item. So minus, and then a value or a percentage figure. So there you are, 6 main ways. There are other subtle ways of applying discounts to your quotes and showing or not showing those discounts to quotes. Remember that what we're seeing here is the document items tab, and this will look totally different to what the customer sees as defined by the layout of your quote in Quoteworks. Okay, so I hope that's been of use to you, of interest to you. Maybe you picked up a few extra things you didn't know about their extra ways of showing your discounts on your quotes. As we normally do, we have a little Q&A session here around this feature. So please, if you've got any question, before I just give you an update on the Quoteworks news, type those into the question box on your meeting control panel. So first question from Leslie, can I prevent a user going over a certain amount of discount? Yes, you can. There is a feature of Quoteworks, and I think we've covered it on a previous session, but we will certainly do it in an up-and-coming session. There's a feature of Quoteworks called peer approval. So it's a way of getting your quote checked. So a user can generate a quote, and you can define different rules on how much discount or how much minimum margin you're expecting on that quotation before that user could email the quote or print it or upload it to Quote Valet. It restricts them from doing that. So yeah, that's the peer approval process that should be there. You can take a look at that through the options and go to the documents. I think it's on the documents tab in your options for the user's options in Quote to define the parameters of that checking and who in your organization is going to perform the checking if you go below a certain discount level. Next question from Matty. I assume discount can be added on top of volume discounts. Yes, you can. Yeah, this is whatever is defined. Of course, when you set up your prices in Quoteworks, there is a default pricing mechanism, whether it's a fixed price or whether it's a particular percentage above the particular markup percentage above the cost price of the product, or a volume-based pricing. 1 to 10 is this, 11 to 20 is that. So yes, Matty, yeah, that can be like another tier on top of that pricing discount. Right, don't think there's any more questions coming through. Quick update on Quoteworks news for you. As I explained earlier, during the current times, all our training is online. So if you've got any requirements for Quoteworks training, we can make it really interactive for you, involve you whatever your location is, and on any aspect of Quoteworks. Even if you just got an hour to spare, you choose your topic and we can give you a bit more knowledge on that area. The latest build of Quoteworks, just been announced the last day or so, is build 5 of version 5.5. So we have these major versions of Quoteworks, and then within the version there are these little builds that come out now and again. So build 5 just came out in the last day or so. Go up to quoteworks.com, the main author's website, and if you go to the support menu and updates, you'll see the full story behind what's included with that release. To get updates from Quoteworks, very, very simple. You purchase from us an upgrade maintenance program, or UMP for short. It's just a very simple low cost annual fee that you pay to get these updates. That's the only way of getting upgrades for Quoteworks. And these updates can also be very easily applied by you, but we're here on hand to support you if you need any help or assistance on that. So that's me done for this session on discounting, showing discounts, 6 key ways of showing discounts on your sales quotations with Quoteworks. If you've got any ideas for future topics, anything that you think would be really interesting to other Quoteworks users, the Quoteworks community out there, please drop me a line. So my name again is Tim Wilmot, company is Wizard Systems. Email is tim@wizard-systems.com, and you'll see all of our other Quoteworks videos and other CRM videos and how-tos up on our YouTube channel, which is Wizard Systems. So thanks very much for those of you attending live. We'll speak to you same time next week. We generally try to run these every week on a Tuesday, 10 a.m. UK time. So catch up with you next time. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.